Yeah, man. You know this, man. It's the one and only DJ Chase, the pregame party Mess podcast right here. WDJC DJ Chase Radio, man. This episode is brought to you by College Radio Directory. Use the promo code DJ Chase, man. Get some money off, and like I said, get in touch with college radio stations, podcasts, and all of that, man. And this also is brought to you by Groover, the hottest platform to get in touch with labels, playlist curators, real people, not bots, such as myself, to review your music. But enough of all that, man. Today we got Idaho's finest, Georgia's finest. You know this, man. My guy Hakeem Prime in the building, R&B artist, rapper, songwriter, screenwriter, all of that, jack of all trades. You know this, man. My guy Hakeem Prime in the building. What's good on, King?
Man, feeling blessed, man. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. So I want to get into your background a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of artists, they don't really talk about their background too much, but I definitely want to, I want to tap into your background, right? So first and
Okay.
foremost, so people can know you a little better. So you repping, you were raised in Georgia, but you repping Idaho, correct?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was raised. Matter of fact, I was born in Oakland, California. Stayed there for about
Oh,
14
okay.
years of my life.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, and then of course my parents were like separated. So my dad moved to Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
and I went there when I was 14. I was in Douglasville for like a good 7 piece. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And then between that, I was in Smyrna, Georgia as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, Atlanta was just we was going Marietta to party and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I've been around. You know what I mean, I feel like I
Got
got the
you.
best of both worlds, East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah,
So then I've been out here in Boise for the last 10 years. Just
yeah,
grinding. Because out
yeah,
of high school, I just was like, let me keep this hobby going. Then it
yeah.
started making me bread, and then boom.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, how in the world did you end up in Boise, Idaho, bro? How did you end up in Boise, Idaho?
It was a little bit of like family uh on my mom's side, and then a little bit of just exploring and
Mm-hmm.
just finding that there wasn't too much, music on this side. And I was like, okay, this
Mm-hmm.
may be a spot to where I can actually have an influence. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? To
Mm-hmm.
where it's like I'm not just a crab in the barrel like
Yeah,
Atlanta, because it's like you
yeah,
actually gotta know people. Out
yeah.
here, you can make it on, however you just start building momentum.
Okay.
And I guess that's just anywhere, but you really got to have either the capital or the know-how,
Mm-hmm.
to actually do that in Atlanta. And at
Yeah,
the
for sure.
time, I was just a youngin, just graduated high school, didn't
Yeah.
really know what to do, and of course, just
Mm-hmm.
like everybody having family issues that
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to really tackle at that time. So I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
let me start new.
Got you, got you. And so how is the music scene in Idaho? I know you kind of briefly described a little bit, but how would you say the scene is overall, like with the artists and the DJs? Like you don't really hear a lot of people coming out of Idaho. How's the scene out in Idaho?
Man, I mean, as far as now, it's magnificent. It's better than it's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of artists really are like coming into their own,
Mm-hmm.
and they're finding their way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so at first it really was nothing. Like it really
Yeah.
was like, you know, uh just like a little pocket. And
Mm-hmm.
there was a guy by the name of Big Mike
Mm-hmm.
who had something called 208 Music.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like trying his hardest early on to like really
Mm-hmm.
showcase people and their talents, man.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, eventually they caught on to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the artists who were a part of his conglomerate
Mm-hmm.
kind of branched out and made something of their own.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then so ever since then, and that was I believe like 2015 where it really started to blossom.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since then, other artists have actually come from that, or just other places, and realized that okay,
Mm-hmm.
there is a certain scene out here.
Mm-hmm.
We just walk it differently out here in Boise.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
I appreciate that. Yes, thank you for explaining that for real. And
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. So, how would you say? Who did you listen to growing up? Did you listen to artists from Idaho? Did you listen to artists from Atlanta? Did you listen to artists from Cali? Who did you listen to growing up?
Yeah, I was listening to everybody. I was listening to Darnell Jones. I was listening to Missy Elliott. I was
Mm-hmm.
listening to Tyrese. I was listening to Ray J. I was listening to Usher, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the first. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
as far as entertainment goes, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was listening to everybody I could, because my cousins was just come over listening to the
Mm-hmm.
hottest tracks,
Yeah.
lyrics and everything. What's up, lady, baby? feel me? And
Dad
um,
time.
yeah, that time. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just listening to whatever was clever. You feel me?
Mm,
And it brought me to
mm,
just being a fan of music and rap. Um,
mm.
yeah. So I would say all those guys.
Yeah, for sure, man. And when did you realize, you know what? Like I said, you said you moved around a lot. You were stuck in that a lot after high school. When did you realize you want to do music full time?
Um. Okay. So it happened like in 2015
Mm,
when I was putting out this song called "Slip Up,"
mm,
and I vowed it was my last song. I don't know if you remember around that 13, 14, 15 time.
mm.
It was like mumble rap was starting to bubble.
Yeah.
And I called myself a lyricist for a long time because I was
Mm.
on that piff going ham.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yes,
I
sir.
had over like 30 mixtapes
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
my thing, you know, even
yeah,
though, I ain't even promote them at all. You feel me? It was just
yeah,
like I was having fun and I felt
yeah,
like I was somebody. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Like we all do.
yeah.
And so when mumble rap took off, of course, at that time I still didn't understand. I gotta promote, right?
Mm,
So I had this song called Slip Up. I
mm,
vowed it was my last song.
mm.
And because I wasn't making no money
Yeah, yeah.
on this joint. I was just, making
Mm,
mixtapes. So tell me why I was like, okay, if this is my last song, I'm gonna do a music video,
mm.
I'm gonna do official production, and I'm not even gonna try on the track. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just do what these mumble raps doing. I'm not gonna do as like they doing. I'm not about to mumble rap, but I'm about to just do a little bit. You feel
Mm.
me? I did that. Tell me why. 3 weeks go past.
Yeah.
This thing at like 900K views,
Oh wow. Okay.
and I'm just like, what? You feel me? Like, what's going on right now? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, kind of find out YouTube was promoting their new
Mm.
um their new asset, which was
Mm.
playlisting.
Mm.
So I was able to get seen because I had my song in a playlist
Mm.
of songs that were popping, you know.
Mm. Yeah.
So that was the first eye opener to where it's like, okay, I got some traction. At least people are listening now.
Mm.
I should probably promote this. I should probably actually put some money behind it.
Mm.
I put money behind it. That joint went to like 1.4 million, you know?
Mm.
And then I couldn't believe it myself. I'm like, nah, it's just the money, man. It's just because I put the money on it. Nobody
Mm.
really fucked with this song. I uploaded it again.
Mm.
I uploaded it on a different channel. Man,
Yeah.
that joint got 2.2 million.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about
So
that. We're gonna talk about them numbers. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's when I started to take it seriously because of course I got a bag off that.
Mm.
And then um I was just like, yeah, I want to do this full time if I can get a bag like this. And then hey,
Mm.
what if I do it with an album? You know?
Mm. Mm.
So that's how where it started.
Yeah, got you, got you. And with that being said, man, and so at that point, what point did you realize that you actually know what you need is management? Like, when did you say, you know what, I want to link up with Purple Snake Era, and like, really decide that you needed management?
Yeah, I think when I ran into the owner of the blog that I because they okay, so the story about the Purple Snake Era is that they had did a post on me when they was owned by this guy,
Mm,
Kukovic or something like that, or
mm,
and he I guess one of his writers did a story on me
mm,
saying that the girl in my video had like
yeah,
sent me a naked picture or something like that. It was a whole false story, right?
yeah,
And fast forward, I just, acquired that and then got some interns to really make sure that they, know what they're doing and they,
mm,
do consulting and all that stuff. So
mm,
I was just like, hey, if y'all can continue to push
mm,
whatever I got going and, consult for me, then we can go forward. To
mm.
be
That's
honest.
dope.
So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
we got a relationship that lasted, at least 4 or 5 years now.
mm.
So yeah,
For sure, for
since
sure.
2019 or 2018.
Got you, man. And I do want to ask you this, right? So, how important is it? Because my show is dedicated to education and music education and teaching about the business as well, too. And actually,
Okay.
it's a treat to have you on here from, all the way from Idaho on here because you were in a small town, you were in a small market. Like I said, you don't really hear a lot of artists coming from Idaho. And how important is it to develop and work with producers and DJs outside of your city?
That's it's really important because you get to branch out,
Mm,
and then your reach becomes wider.
mm,
Um, but not only that, you learn new things. Like at one point in time, I didn't realize that DJs and then some producers
mm,
they want to be able to lead what the song is going to be like.
mm,
You would know that if you didn't branch out, because like even with me, when I do the mixtapes, I was doing it all myself,
mm,
so I didn't have no other person directing me.
mm,
So then when I had worked with other people, I realized, okay, somebody actually wants to bring a
mm.
story just like how you want to bring a story.
Yes, sir.
So I think that aspect of it all is humbling yourself and being that student again. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So it's really important to branch out. I've done that in the past, and a lot of times, like I like when I find people that's as humble as me.
yeah.
So that way I can bring a nuance to whatever song or
Mm,
something that I do.
mm.
So it's really important.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I do want to also talk to you about this, right? Now, your sound, let's talk about some music for a second. Your sound is real melodic, it's real like singing, it's real like R&B cadences and R&B harmonies.
Yes.
What made you develop that R&B sound?
When living in Atlanta, it was
Mm-hmm.
apparent that that's a, the best way to kind of like get across
Mm-hmm.
to a broader audience.
Mm-hmm.
So like you would rap, but there's only like maybe a handful of real true rap fans, hip hop fans.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else love R&B. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's how you get the grown and sexy.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like bringing them together
Mm-hmm.
was great. Of course, there was once upon a time where I felt like I was gonna be the first singer rapper. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Drake took that, ran with it.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah,
But they
yeah.
ain't stopped my grind. You know what I'm talking about? So I was just like,
Yeah.
this is the best way. And I think like we all do, we gotta bring it to the audience in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I do it. I feel like it really comes across to where people really feel you and understand your vibe.
Mm. Yeah, for sure, man. And I see that and I'm going through your catalog, and I really don't see you doing a lot of features, right? I see you stick to yourself. Detour 1, Detour 2, you stick to
Yeah.
yourself. Like there's no features on Detour 2. We're gonna talk about that in a second. But
Yeah.
who would be your dream feature, dead or alive? Who would be your dream feature?
Dead or alive. Just one person?
You do too.
Okay. Okay. My dream feature. That's a good question. I ain't think about that.
Mm.
Definitely would want to feature with DMX, man. Definitely
Mm.
would want to feature with DMX.
Yeah, yeah, respect.
Man, would
Yeah.
definitely want one with him. Um, and then the next person, yeah, it would have to be, it would have to be Missy Elliott.
Mm.
I would want, because I'm that type that I still want to do something that's like timeless,
Mm.
and I feel like she know how to do that,
Mm.
and like I feel like we just would make a great track, dancing
Mm.
track, a nice good dancing track.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, definitely DMX and Missy Elliott.
Got you. And I noticed also your beat selection because I'm a producer too, so I want to talk about your beat selection.
Okay,
I noticed that your beat selection is very like trap soul. It's a really trap R&B soul, like R&B
yeah.
with that. Like, who helps you produce your music? Or you
So
produce it yourself?
I have a wonderful producer. No, I don't produce myself no more. I used to
Mm,
produce myself, but now I work with a couple different people.
mm,
So Dilly Got It Bumping did my most famous track, I'ma
mm.
Let You Go.
Yeah, yeah,
Dilly Got It Bumping, he's a phenomenal producer. Um, and man, the way he did that beat, I had to grab it, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's one guy. And then Bear,
Mm,
um, he goes by he goes by I Am Bear Beats now.
yeah.
He just changed his name recently, but
Mm,
he's been my producer for the last few tracks because I just did Detour 2, and we got some other albums too that I'm holding,
yeah.
but he did the majority of Detour 2.
Mm.
and he's phenomenal, man. Like
Yeah.
he knows how to, like, if I bring him a song that's done,
Mm.
he'll just make a beat on top of it, and it's just like, wow,
Mm.
like how can you know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
definitely knows what he's doing as far as
Yeah.
that. But I
Yeah.
still would like to branch out, and I work with you, man. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
okay.
Like
Oh,
if you
I
got some
appreciate it.
beats,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, for
I don't
sure.
really do too much of the R&B. I'm a rap head all day, so I do
Okay,
rap all day. But we'll figure something out. I can work on something. I'll see what I can do.
okay, yeah. Even if it's like conscious
yeah,
rap type stuff, like I'm trying to
yeah,
get back in my bag with that. So it's like, yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Okay,
down.
okay. I'm with it. I'm with it. All right. And with that being said, I wanted to ask you this too. So you start. I know that you said he makes the beat around it. Are they both from Idaho too? Or are they from Georgia? Or where they from?
You know, Dilly. Hold on, I think Dilly. Uh, Dilly, I think is from Canada.
Oh, okay.
Dilly got it bumping.
Mhm.
I think he's from Canada. And then
Mhm.
I Am Bear Beats. He is from Georgia, or he's from Georgia, but he was born
Mhm.
somewhere else.
Okay.
I'm not
Copy.
really
Copy.
sure.
Okay, got you, got you. And
Um,
have you? And I want to ask you this question as well too.
yeah,
How do you feel like your music has changed from Detour One to Detour Two?
yeah, that's a good question.
Mm,
So Detour One, how it's changed from Detour One to Detour Two.
mm,
I think I've actually found, so like in the midst of doing Detour One,
mm,
because before Detour One came out, I did this album called Signs,
mm,
and I was really finding myself in this new era,
mm,
because like I was saying, like the mumble rap junk took me off guard,
mm,
but of course we all became to love it.
mm,
Um, so then I was just like, nah, I need to still find like how I can hone into my voice to my own.
mm,
And Signs really took me there.
mm,
But then I am also like, I'd also would love to just blend my hip hop and R&B.
mm,
So that's what Detour was for me.
mm,
Detour One was that blending, that honing.
mm,
So I feel like Detour Two, the difference is like I understand more
mm,
how to hone, because I can get more into my pop bag now.
mm,
Like if I wanted to just get into a pop flow, I can
mm,
do that. Um,
mm,
and I guess I like that because
mm,
I'm not necessarily trying to find a hit, but I just know what it sounds like, you know?
mm,
And
mm,
even if I'm like freestyling off the dome,
mm,
the difference now is like, because I freestyle a lot of the songs on Detour,
mm,
and then I guess polished it up. The difference now is
mm,
I'll polish it up even more. Like
mm,
I'll freestyle it, go back, polish it, and then listen to it again and be like,
mm,
nope, polish it one more time.
mm, mm,
I'll do that even more now, to where it's
mm,
like, okay, I got some perfection. You know
mm.
what I'm saying? From my point of view.
Yeah.
So I really like to humble myself in that way, because
Mm,
it's I see it for what I'm doing. Like I'm actually writing
mm,
notes to myself, but then also I'm able to show, the masses who check my music and
mm,
understand where I'm going. And I'm really grateful that people really understand like what
mm,
the message what the message is, because I stand for resilience. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
mm,
having resilience in yourself is the whole message when I'm
mm,
putting things out there. So
mm, mm.
I think
Yeah.
that's the difference right there.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I do want to ask you this question right now. I'm gonna let you go. Right, your big project Detour Two. What is that? 20 million streams now, something like that. The project.
The
Was it
whole thing, now
10? Like
it's
10,
like
10,
it's
10 million streams, something like that.
combined. Yeah, it's like 10, like it's like
10 million.
10 combined, I
How
would
you feel
say.
about that? How you feel about that?
Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I
And
know the royalty checks looking good.
man, I'm
yeah.
saying they is, man. But
Yeah.
it could be better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I'm willing to, branch out there and see what I can find.
yeah.
See if I can find my tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm still considered like a D-list
Yeah.
artist. You feel me? So it's just
Yeah.
like, and I love it, man. At the same
Mm,
time, like I love it. It's me finding my path, walking in my
mm,
path, and if more come, more come. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I think I like
Mm,
where it's at. I like how independent artists can do this
mm,
and actually have these amount of streams and be like,
mm,
okay, boom, I'm still where I'm at, and I'm
mm,
comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I'm still hungry.
Mm,
I want to make sure like
mm,
the next project people gonna really dissect
mm,
and show other people. You know what I'm saying? So
mm.
yeah.
Got you. And with that being said, the reason I asked another question with that is because like I said, you have three songs and the millions of streams on a project on what I'm saying, which is crazy. Which no five
Hmm.
four songs, excuse me, that have
Yeah, yeah,
over a million streams. And with
yeah.
that being said, how important is it? Because you said I know that you do have a TikTok version of some of your songs too. How
Hmm.
important is it to social media to getting those streams up?
Um, like as far as the TikToks of it all and like
Mm-hmm.
Instagrams.
Yeah, how
Um,
important is it to interact on social media? Because I see you have reaction videos. You have
yes,
a really good algorithmic system of working your
right.
music. How important
Yeah,
is that in selling
it's
records?
it's very important. Like I mean, having
Mm,
those people to react,
mm,
and actually show love, is phenomenal because
mm,
I don't think other artists are actually
mm,
doing that who are independent. And if
mm,
you're independent and you have that glow,
mm.
it's really dope, man. Like I appreciate it so much. Like
Yeah.
when people even reach out and say they heard my songs, it's just like, okay,
Mm,
and what we doing is working, you know.
mm,
Um, so to see it is great to, and then it just motivates me because I don't know if you
mm.
know, but I'm not even the type of person to go on there and like be singing a lot or anything on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm old school like that because it's just like
Mm,
why, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
then the algorithm's changing every day.
Mm,
There's people out there that support me every day,
mm,
so it just motivates me. Like right now, I just got this mic
mm.
and boom, connected it to TikTok. I'll be going live now. Um, the damn TikTok ban got me got me shook, bro.
Oh
So
yeah,
I had
yeah,
to, you feel me? So I had to go
yeah,
ahead and get the mic, had to get the,
yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, it was just really opened my eyes
Mm.
to just keep on keeping on.
Hmm. Got you. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, what inspired the title Detour? Like how what's in your life that says, you know what, I'm gonna name my project. That's a hot title too. Like I said, what made
Thank you.
you come up with the name Detour for your
It,
project?
it was because, you know, everybody listening to what they feel is mainstream
Mm,
or what they feel that their friend is showing them, blah, blah, blah.
mm,
So I wanted a title to where if you got to it, if you got to my tape, it's definitely a detour.
okay.
And and the first one I showcased in the album that, you know, I represent
Mm,
Georgia, I represent California, and I represent Idaho
mm,
because
mm,
all those things build me to be the person who I am today.
mm,
And so that's why I showcased those things, and that's why I named it Detour. Um, Detour 2 was very personal to me
mm,
because I got locked up in the
mm,
process of doing that. So I was gonna
mm,
do a Detour 1 tour,
mm.
got approved for like funding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened.
Mm,
So like, I feel like everything happened for a reason, and it was a real, real sad time for me.
mm,
But I think coming up with all those songs when I was locked up
mm,
really pushed me through, and that's why I wanted to put out
mm,
Detour 2 because it was just like, yeah, this
mm,
is what I needed, to even go get through my situation, and to have a better awareness
mm.
from my point of view.
Got you. And on that note, my brother, what's next for Hakeem Prime, man? What's next? Is there a tour coming with performances coming? You coming out here to the East Coast? What's up?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And so I'm gonna be doing some shows. I'm gonna be doing
Mm,
another album.
yeah.
We're gonna be rolling that out.
Mm,
I would tell people to just stay tuned. Follow my Instagram at Hakeem Prime, my Twitter, or excuse me, my X.com
mm,
at Hakeem Prime, and my TikToks and stuff.
yeah.
Hakeem Primer.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
there's some things that's gonna be coming, and they're gonna be surprised.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And on that note, my very last question is this, brother. Like I said, I asked everybody this, man. It's the inaugural question. With that being said, as an independent artist that been doing this a long time, grinding, putting out mixtapes, putting out EPs, putting out singles on your own. You know what I'm saying? Working them, and like I said, you got a project with 10 million streams, which is not easy to do in this era. What advice would you give anybody trying to get into the music business today?
I would just say look at it realistically, man. Like as an
Mm,
independent artist, you got to know you carrying not only the load of your music, but you're carrying the load of everybody around you and everybody who hasn't heard your music.
mm,
So in order to get it to them, you got to work extra hard. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So I would just say, if you're gonna keep at it, but know, you got to put that paper down. Know that you gotta, stay focused and promote your joint for a year, you know, in order for it to go crazy how you want it and reach your goals. Reaching your goals should be the most important thing. And please don't make a goal that's like, you know, crazy
Yeah.
10 million stream. Cause I definitely didn't have that. We just wanted to be heard. That was the goal. We just, hey, we wanted to go over at least 1 million on one of the songs.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, God willing, you know,
Mm.
I'm gonna let you go went over 5 million streams. You know,
That's
so
crazy. Yeah.
it's just like, man, I love it because that's my God. You feel me? So it's like he's gonna show you that, hey, if you want to be heard, this is what you gotta do. If you follow my lead, this is what I'm gonna do for you. So I
Yes,
think you
sir.
just, you know, be humble
Yeah.
and praise the Lord and really focus on what you want to do and hit your goals.
Yes, sir. And on that note, we out of here, man. Hakeem Prime,
Yo,
tell us social media. Where can they find you? The website. Plug everything, brother.
yes, HakeemPrime.com, Instagram.com, TikTok.com at Hakeem Primer, YouTube at Hakeem Primer. Hit me up, follow me, send me a message. Let me know how you feeling, how you doing. And thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, you
New
know this,
music
man.
coming soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with that being said, man, a new single, I'm going to let you go out now, streaming right here on WDJC, DB, DJ Chase Radio, man. That DJ Chase Radio mobile app, man. Download that iPhone, Android, that DJ Chase Radio mobile app, man. Once again, it's a pregame Party Minutes podcast right here at WDJC, DB, DJ Chase Radio, DJChaseRadio.com, DJChase.net. Get that merch. You see the Worldwide Sounds of Record merch, Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, and YouTube, DJ Chase TV. And I'm out. Chill.
I'ma let you go.